We know the story of the 300 Spartans, but what about the monster they fought? Imagine standing in the hot desert sun. The ground begins to shake. You look at the horizon and see a cloud of dust that swallows the sky. And out of that dust marches an army that has no face. They wear silver masks. They do not speak. They do not scream. They are the personal guard of the King of Kings. The Greeks called them the 10,000, but history knows them by a more terrifying name, the Immortals. These were not ordinary soldiers. Just like the Spartans, they were taken from their mothers as children. From the age of 5, they were trained to survive in the harshest deserts of Persia. They were taught to ride, to shoot a bow with deadly accuracy, and to speak only the truth. They served the emperor until they were 50 years old. By the time they reached the battlefield, they had no fear, no family, and no mercy. They were machines built for one purpose: to expand the empire. Why were they called immortals? Was it magic? No. It was a psychological weapon designed to break the enemy's mind. The rule was absolute. The unit must always have exactly 10,000 men. If a soldier was killed, another stepped into his place instantly. If one fell sick, he was replaced before he hit the ground. To the terrified enemy, it looked like they were impossible to kill. You could slaughter 1,000 of them, and the line would never break. It would never shrink. They were an endless river of death. Unlike the Spartans, who fought with bronze and shouted insults, the Immortals were eerie and silent. They glittered in the sun. Under their robes, they wore armor made of golden scales. They marched with a display of wealth that the Greeks could not comprehend. To a poor Greek conscript holding a rusty spear, these weren't men. They were golden spirits sent by a god king to punish them. They were beautiful, silent, and absolutely lethal. When they finally met the Spartans at Thermopylae, the world shook. The immovable object met the unstoppable force. The Immortals eventually won the battle, flanking the 300, but they lost the legend. The Spartans showed the world that these monsters bled just like any other man. But for centuries, the mere whisper of their name, the Immortals, was enough to make kings surrender without drawing a sword. Fear, after all, is the oldest weapon of war.